More people are joining. We have to just wait for a bit. Fine. So now I am having experience of 6+ years of teaching PTE, and yeah, there are so many students. Like it is about approximately more than 3,000 students whom I have already taught, and there are several students in my kitty who have got a perfect 9, a perfect 79, and as well as 65. Right, perfect 65. That is 7 bands. So PT aspirants here, I would request you to kindly pay attention in today's workshop. This is grammar workshop. So wherein, just a second, guys. Okay, fine. So the most difficult module, which I personally feel that most of my students have always come up with this request, is about the reading section. Fine. So just a small question to all of you, like which module in PTE do you all find little difficult when compared to the other modules? People who want to answer just can unmute and answer. Am I audible to all of you guys? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes,
which?
Rating.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Mute yourself. I request you to kindly mute yourself. I was just checking, like all the participants are in the similar, the same page. So reading is the module which is little difficult in to score even 65 as well as 79. But today's workshop, which is based on grammar and reading and writing fill in the blanks and reading fill in the blanks, will surely help you understand the tricks, the strategies, and the tips to get the fill in the blanks in the reading section correct. Fine. See, the major constraint in the reading section is the time is being managed. You have to manage the time. So there are some, let me say, 15 questions in 32 minutes, or 14 questions in 30 minutes, or maximum 16 questions in 34 minutes. This is the set which is there in the Pearson PTE these days. So you have to be pretty sure, and with respect to time management, you have to be quite apt that yes, per question 2 minutes I need to devote in order to get to attempt the entire reading module. But the situation is actually not like that, because reading, writing, fill in the blanks are longer passages. Each passage will be having about 4 to 6 blanks, and in the examination you will get about 5 to 6 questions. Similarly, reading fill in the blanks, almost it is like 3 to 4 questions. In the examination, you will get per question 3 to 5 blanks. And the reading, writing, fill in the blanks is very, very important because it contributes marks towards the reading as well as towards the writing. The reading fill in the blanks section contributes marks towards the reading section, right? So these two major units of reading are really important for you to score a 65 plus or a 79 each in all the 4 modules, right? So one second. Yes, Antariksha? Okay, fine. So guys, I hope I'm audible to all of you. Just one of you kindly unmute and you can respond so that we can, overcome any kind of intermittent technical glitches or network issues. I am audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Just the slide is stuck at the stats.
No, I have yet not moved the slide.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is the first slide itself. Fine.
Great.
So now let us discuss about PT tutorials a bit. The first thing is I would request all of you who are not in our Telegram community to kindly join the Telegram community. It is that group which is having more than 23,000 subscribers, 22,000 subscribers. Recently, we have touched now, and that is 23,000 plus. And in this Telegram community, we, in 6 days a week, we only speak, talk, and discuss about PTE modules, PTE sample questions, the strategies, the exam memories, right? So I request all of you, and this is absolutely free of cost. We have video chats, we have live voice chats, and this will really benefit you to put your practice on track. Fine. So the next thing, which I just elaborate here, and I really feel this is a proud moment, that we have some more than 585,000 registered test takers with us, and about more than 8.5 thousand aspirants have taken online coaching from PTE tutorials. There are about 78% students, more than 78% students who have got a perfect 79, that is 8 each in PTE, which is the most desirable bands if, with respect to your PR, the immigration journey, right? We have an app, that is the PT Tutorials app. This works with your Android phone as well as your iOS phone. And our app also has the artificial intelligence beta. So I'd request you then, and we have a very great rating of our app, that is 4.4, and I actually request you, all of you, to kindly log in the PT Tutorials app for your free practice, right? It has the beta also, and our beta is having almost 65 to 75% accuracy with respect to the Pearson artificial intelligence, right? Let me take you to the next slide. I request you to kindly mute. There's someone I could hear. I request you to kindly mute. Yes, so that it is not a disturbance for the entire session and for the other participants. Antariksha, I request you to kindly mute. Okay, fine. So the first thing. Just a second, I'll request Antariksha, I request you to kindly mute. Please mute Antariksha. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now the first thing, it is the importance of grammar in PTE exam. So these are the various units wherein grammar is one summarized written text in writing, wherein you need to write the summary in one single sentence. So when we have to write the summary in one single sentence, we have to use the connectors, the paired conjunctions, or the connecting devices, or the so-called the linking devices, right? So grammar is very important here. Essay writing, yes, very, very important, because we have about 4 marks in essay writing with respect to 2 marks in grammar and 2 marks in spelling. So again, grammar plays an important role in essay writing as well. Reading and writing fill in the blanks, I have just discussed. Yes, reading and writing fill in the blanks, it is basically they test your vocabulary and then test your grammar. Fine. So grammar is important. Reading fill in the blanks, plain grammar. At times, even few words here and there, few blanks here and there with respect to the vocabulary. Summarize spoken text, 2 marks in grammar. Out of 10, you may be getting just 1 question or maximum 2 questions in the examination. But yes, 2 marks towards your grammar. Listening fill in the blanks, entire listening fill in the blanks, an integrated module, giving you marks towards your listening being the core unit and towards your writing section. So listening again gives you marks towards your grammar. So you need to be very, very careful. Now, how in listening fill in the blanks it is grammar. If I've heard the spelling, the word correct, but I have written the singular form and the requirement is of a plural form, then I lose that +1. So with respect to enable your +1 there, you have to have good listening ability and then reproduce the same in the blanks. Fine. And finally, the write from dictation, the second most important task in PTE, which is having about 46 marks and again integrated in nature. It gives you marks towards your listening module and towards your writing module. Very, very important. The sentence structure, the spellings, the grammar, the articles, the plurals, the past participles, the ed words or the ing words. Fine. So grammar plays a very important role in all these modules, that is summarize written text, essay, reading and writing fill in the blanks, reading fill in the blanks, summarize spoken text, listening fill in the blanks, and write from dictation. 7 modules, right? I hope this is clear. As this is a grammar workshop, so I would request you to please ask me question when I will open this forum for Q&A, right? So that things are very clear to you and this particular workshop is helpful, right? Now let us study some basic things of grammar, right? You need to understand the parts of speech. So there are about 8 parts of speech. And to know about them is very important because only then you will be able to solve the reading and writing fill in the blanks and the reading fill in the blanks correctly, right? The first is noun, then it's verb, adverb, adjectives, active passive voice, prepositions, conjunctions, and the interjunctions, right? So now let us study what is a noun. So noun, very, very simple. Most of you will say that noun is the word which helps us understand a name, place, person is absolutely correct. That is noun. That is the simplest way of understanding noun. It is a naming word. It names a person, place, idea. Like idea in the sense freedom. Freedom is an idea, concept or theory or any activity, let me say, or any process, fine. Scientific processes like photosynthesis or any object or thing. Now, such words are classified as noun. Now, let us understand how many kinds of nouns are there. There are about, let us understand 4 kinds of noun. Just with respect to your PTE exam, right? I'm not taking you in depth. I have tried to limit this entire workshop with respect to PTE. Okay. So the points which will help you to get some +1 or your +2 or your reading and writing fill in the blanks, the other modules we have just discussed only with respect to that aspect. Right. Now, what are proper nouns? Proper nouns, for example, my name, Anindita. That's a proper noun. But when I replace Anindita with she is a tutor, now tutor becomes a common noun. So proper noun always begins with a capital letter, please note, because when you will be writing the proper nouns in write from dictation, or let me say in SST, that is your summarized spoken text, or even in the SWT. If you are writing any proper nouns, even in the mid of the sentence, please do not forget to capitalize the first alphabet of that word, right? Mostly, be very careful with respect to your write from dictation. They do generally give you such sentences which has proper noun in the mid of the sentence. Then what is a common noun? As just discussed, it refers to people, things in general, example, boy, country, city, hospital, or tutor, teacher, right? These are common nouns. Common nouns are always written in small, right? Apart from, if you start the sentence with a common noun, then it is all fine. Obviously, the simple basic rule of English grammar that the first letter has to be capitalized. Otherwise, if you are writing the common nouns in the mid of the sentence, let me say some college, school, university. So I have seen most of the students writing you as in capitals. No, if you are writing the name of the university, I understand then it is like Melbourne University. That is the name of the university. You write M in capitals and U in capitals. But if you're only mentioning any random university, then it is a common noun. Then it has to be in small letters, right? So similarly, the concrete nouns, it refers to people or things that exist physically, that can be seen, heard, smell, or tasted. Example, like building, you can see, coffee, you can taste, you can smell, rain, you can feel. These all are your concrete noun. Then the abstract noun. The abstract noun is, it refers to the ideas, the qualities, and the conditions. Things, especially how to identify them from the concrete noun. Things which cannot be seen, touched, or they do not have any physical identity or reality. For example, truth, danger, Happiness is a feeling. Sorrow is a feeling, right? So we have learned about the 4 nouns, and now let me take you through the most interesting slide, which will help you identify these words very, very easily. Let me understand, you forget the definition of a noun, you forget the types of noun, and everything is a mess in the mind, and it's now difficult, and we have very little time, just 2.5-3 minutes to solve one reading and writing fill in the blanks. How do I do it quickly? What is the trick here? The trick is how to identify the nouns in the fill in the blanks option. The words, just 8 words, or let me say each option 4 words. How do I identify the nouns? So any word, guys, if you have a notebook, kindly take a note of it. Very, very interesting, and this will really help you to solve the fill in the blanks quickly. Fine. So any word that ends with age, age, that is language, blockage, orphanage, garbage. These are all nouns, right? ANCE or ENCE, like importance, affluence, relevance, competence. Few random examples I've quoted here. This will help you understand, okay, there is a ENCE or ANCE at the end of the word. So this is a noun, right? ER, player, singer, director, ER or OR, actor, disclaimer, diameter, right? See, diameter is such a confusing word, but when I know the trick, when I know the rule, then it is very easy for me to identify, and it actually clears the air. It removes all kind of confusions, right? Then hood, HOOD, hood. So this is childhood and motherhood. Okay. Examples: ism, ISM, is communism, socialism, heroism. ISM, clearly noun words. Words which end with IST: artist, common noun; extremist, common noun; optimist, pessimist; receptionist, psychiatrist, common noun. Very easy to identify, right? So please take down the list. Then it is ITY and TY, identity, cruelty, simplicity, ITY words and TY words. ITY words like simplicity and TY words like cruelty, right? Then again, ITUDE, attitude, gratitude, solitude. All such ITUD words are your noun words. So these are the simple tricks, simple ways wherein you can easily find out. These are not the names of a person, place, or thing or object. They may be some idea, some concept, some theory. Hence, you have to be very, very clear that how to identify these noun words. Next, more. Meant, MENT, meant, right? Entertainment, government, common noun. Enrichment, establishment, common noun. Fine. Ness, NESS, that is happiness, feeling, darkness, sadness, tiredness, feeling, dullness, feeling, dryness, feeling, right? These all NESS words are again identified or classified as noun words. Ship, 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 leadership, relationship, township, friendship, right? Then let us come to the shun words. Shun. Most of the students tell me, yes, ma'am, we know shun. Shun is always a common noun. Good that you have identified that. Hence, I have tried to make this slide particularly for this workshop, that not only I will explain what is a noun, only the definition, you will also learn how to identify a noun if it is apart from the name or a common name, place, thing, person, animal, XYZ, right? So these are like nation, relation, extension, again the noun words. Fine. So please, aspirants who are targeting a 65 each or a 79, I request you to kindly note down this, because I will also come up in some time with some good giveaways, right? So be there in the session and be ready for the giveaways. right? Okay. Now, the most important thing, the golden tip. Now, what is the golden tip with respect to the nouns, if at all you come across in the fill in the blanks, right? May it be reading and writing fill in the blanks, or may it be reading fill in the blanks in the Pearson examination. Okay. So the golden tip here is, in the fill in the blanks question, if you find a word, please listen to me carefully and understand, okay? And write down this tip in your notebook. In the fill in the blanks question, if you find a word which ends with these clue words, is a noun for sure, by a dash, then definitely you need not again look for noun options for the blanks. I repeat, in fill in the blanks question, you write down, guys, please write down. In the fill in the blanks question, if you find a word which ends with these clue words followed by a dash, then definitely you need not again look for a noun word to fit in the blank. You have to eliminate all the noun words. Now, no noun words. It may be some other word choice, maybe a verb form, an adjective, an adverb, something else, but definitely not a noun. Clear? All of you? Fine? Right. Now let us come to the next part of speech. Very, very important with respect to your, the PTE exam, reading and writing fill in the blanks and reading fill in the blanks. Now these are, what are verbs? Now, a verb denotes action. Everybody knows that the word which helps us understand that this noun, this subject or this noun is doing some action, that is a verb. That's very, very simple to understand, right? Yes. What more? Now, these words that describe action or function performed by a noun or by a subject, everyone knows it. Now, let us understand the application of this verb. How do we understand the application of this verb? Point number one, all the sentences must have a verb with a subject. That is for sure, right? Right? Please, please, please be very, very clear, right? All sentences must have, I will take up the questions, friends. Please give me some time. Let me first describe it and then I will open the forum for Q&A, right? Okay, or else it will just disturb the entire plan. Now, action words are known as verb words. All sentences must have a verb with a subject, clear? Now, let us classify, as we have tried to classify the noun words also in the different sections. Let us also, let us also classify the verb words in two types. Number one, external action. Number two, internal action. Clear? Fine. So now this will help you understand, remove all the confusions with respect to verb. External action meaning the action that can be seen, like singing, playing, drinking, running, XYZ. That is all. Again, these words are verb words because the action is in the external form and they can be clearly seen. Now let us study about some internal actions. Right? The actions that cannot be seen. For example, I am thinking, think, internal action, consider, internal action. So these words are also verb. Fine. Let us take few examples here. Post-pandemic, the inflation has risen by 7% between 2015 and 2022. So risen by, increased, right? Something which you cannot see happening. There's no physical action involved into it. Okay. Fab India donated the best organic option available in the market to the poor. Donated, some action, right? His idea is always carefully formulated, absolutely internal verb form. Clear, guys? So more than 60% of respondents said The government and businesses should have contributed more to charitable causes during the pandemic. Again, action word. So you always need to be very, very clear that the action words, which are the verb words, are classified into two, the internal action and the external action. And you have to be very clear whenever you think about the word and you're confused whether it's a verb or something else, just think about it, what it is doing. Is it doing any external action? Very clear to identify. If it is not, is it doing any kind of internal action? Oh, great. It's doing it, then it's a verb form. Clear? Now, the first, let us also study few more things with respect to verb. There are basically three forms of verb. Now, this everybody knows. Everybody knows the definition of verb and everybody knows the forms of verb. The only problem is identifying the verbs. So I have helped you understand here how to identify the verbs with respect to the action, external action, and the internal action. Clear? There are a few examples also to, so that you can write it down in order to have further clarity when you refer to your notes. So now let us understand the verb forms. The basic form of the verb is known as the first form of the verb, the simplest, the present form, right? Or you can say the origin word, right? That is here, let me say I've written a word here, collect, the present form, the original form, the basic form, right? The second form is your past form of the verb. The past form of the verb is when you add a ed after the basic form of the verb. Collected, destroyed, earned. Give will become gave. Remember this. There are certain words which even have en as their past participle. So the past form of the verb of give would be gave. There are words like cut, put. They all are same. Cut, put. It is only cutting and putting. That is the present participle, the ing words, right? Now let us come to the third form of verb. That is again classified into two. That is your past participle and the present participle. The past participle are those words wherein it ends with ed or en, and present participles are very, very simple and sweet. They always end with ing. Clear? So three forms of verb. Now let me also give you another form of verb because the verb has this option also. The plural form of the verb, plays, sings, thinks, right? Whenever you have s or es at the end of the basic form of the verb, it actually makes the plural form of the verb. Clear? Right? Verb clear? So we have understood what is a noun, how to identify the nouns, and we have learned some examples. We have now understood what is a verb and what are the forms of verb and how to identify the verb words, the internal action and the external action, and the plural form of the verb, right? Okay. Now let me come to adverb. Again, very important, adverb. Here in adverb, these are the words, very, very important, you know, with respect to your reading and adding fill in the blanks and reading fill in the blanks. These are the words which modify the verb or an adjective in the sentence. Okay, clear? Now, let us take type 1. The words which modify the verbs, which the words which give you additional information of how, in what way, when, where, to what extent the action took place. Modifying the verb. What was verb? Verb was the word, verb is the word which helps you understand the action, internal, external, whatever. Now, what is an adverb? An adverb modifies the verb. It helps us understand where the action took place, how the action took place, and when the action took place, and to what extent the action took place, right? So this is your adverb. Clear? Now how to identify the adverbs? We will be identifying the adverbs in the very, very simple way. The words which end with ly. Okay. And like I will leave immediately. How will I leave? I want to leave immediately, soon, right? So when will the person return? I will leave immediately. Okay. When will the person return? So this is another question mark kind of question, right? So this immediately or leave clearly indicates that the person wants to leave immediately, right? Now, words which are written after the verb, just giving little more information on the verbs, are known as adverbs. Clear? For example, here the verb is play, right? Verb form is play. He plays well. How does he play? He plays well. Well is the adverb here. Play is the verb here. Clear? So the words which, quick revision, the words which help you modify the verb or an adjective is the adverb. How to identify the adverb? It will be having a ly at the end of the basic form of the verb, right? The example here is like he plays well, W-E-L-L, no ly, but still it is an adverb. Now, a check. Even if you do not put the adverb, the sense of the sentence is complete. Now just remove that word well, right? Just remove that word well from there. He plays, that's okay. He plays some game. He plays well. Again, the essence of the sentence is not getting disturbed. I will leave. That indicates that I want to leave. I will leave immediately. Again, the essence is intact. Okay. So you will even come to understand when the essence of the sentence remains the same, it is intact, it is complete without that additional word. That means that additional word is nothing but the adverb, right? Now let me come to the golden tip. So the golden tip here is, if you have a blank with respect to fill in the blanks, if you have a blank, if you read the line from, see, understand this, right? It is a little practical in nature to understand. If you read the sentence of the fill in the blanks from full stop to full stop, right? And you feel that the sentence is complete, okay? Then you should look for adverbs. Because now you don't look for a noun, verb, or an adjective. It is something which will modify, add on to that sentence, is an adverb. Clear, guys? Okay. Now let us come to some other, like the next type of adverb, that is the type B. Now the words I have said which modify the adjectives or another word, and which are written after the adjectives or the word, and the identification is the same, that is the ly word. Here, for example, Anindita is an extremely good performer. Now, if you remove this extremely, Anindita is a good performer. How good is she? Extremely good. Or Anya is an extremely good performer. So how good is Anya? It is asking about Anya. How, when, what, where, to what extent. So extremely. So extremely is my adverb, and ly is another indicating word here, clue, wherein I have to understand that I have to choose an adverb from the fill in the blanks option. The cake is dash tasty. Now the cake is tasty. The sense of the sentence is complete without very. The cake is tasty. The cake is very tasty. Again, the sense of the sentence is complete, but it is adding something, right? Without that very also, the sentence is complete. So when those words which are added, which do not change the meaning of the sentence, keeps the essence of the sentence complete and intact, those words are known as adverbs. So now here the golden tip for your fill in the blanks. The sentence is complete without the blank. look at the option if any other word which can describe that word further. Like when you read from full stop to full stop an entire sentence, the sentence is complete, but still if there is a blank, then you have to look for an adverb. Clear, guys? All of you clear? Okay. Now there are few small things which the earlier slides will help you in the reading fill in the blanks. This will help you in understanding adverbs in a more better way, like the adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree, adverbs of place. Like see, loudly, ly, heavily, ly, swiftly, ly, all ly words. Now here adverbs of time, they don't have ly. They have like today, tomorrow, yesterday, before. Fine, daily he's having an ly. That's a complete word. Then adverbs of frequency, like immediately, always, usually, seldom, often, sometimes, right? These are again those adverbs of frequency wherein you do not have that ly word, right? You do not have that tip to identify the adverbs, because these words do not have an ly, but they are still adverbs. Hence, I wanted to make you understand that there's something more to adverbs also. Adverbs of degree, almost, nearly, fully, completely, right? So the second clue will work to find out, here will surely help you to find out which is the word that is an adverb. The word number one, which is having an ly, a clear clue. Number two, if the word which is not having an ly is still an adverb, it is from when you read from sentence to sentence, the sentence is giving a complete meaning, doesn't reveal that blank. Okay, so now adverb of place, that is, it tells us where an action takes place. Like example, there are some here, there, sometimes, inside, outside, near, far, everywhere, and so on. Okay, clear? Fine. So, okay, adjectives, they are very simple and easy, but still I would love to explain you here with respect to your fill in the blanks, reading and writing fill in the blanks and reading fill in the blanks. Now, what are adjectives? Simple. The words which further describes the noun. Very, very simple. Very, very simple, right? She is wearing a red dress. So dress is the object. Red is the description. And if you say a beautiful red dress, then red is also the objective and beautiful is also the adjective, right? Okay. Now, the words that describe the quality, quantity, or state of nouns. Fine. See, few things you need to be very, very clear in mind. So the words that describe quality, quantity, or state of nouns, these are your adjectives. They tell us how much, how many, quantity, quality, which kind is the noun. Fine. Like Deepika wore a beautiful dress, as I have just said. Beautiful is my adjective. Dress is my object, right? That's a common noun, object. Deepika is a proper noun. We're talking about one such Deepika, one Deepika, right? Deepika wore a beautiful dress. So Deepika is my noun, proper noun. A is of course the article, and beautiful is my adjective, and dress is the object. So now what is one common rule? Without an adjective or an adverb, the sentence is complete. Deepika wore a dress. The sentence is complete. I don't require an adjective here. I don't require Deepika wore a very beautiful dress. I don't require a very here. So without any adjective, without any adverb, the sentence is complete, right? That is one common rule. Now let me come to the golden tip, guys. People, please fill in the blanks. Pay attention here. So if there is a blank between an article, see A and the, three articles, A and the, A and an articles which are used for the Singular form, the is the article which is used both ways, singular and plural. The is the definite article and an indefinite article. Okay, very small. I will not cover the articles, but yes, I have given you a quick revision about the articles. Now, if there is a blank between an article and noun, you should always look for an adjective. Write this golden tip. If you find a blank between an article and a noun, this blank will be filled with an adjective. Okay? Or if the word written after the blank is a noun, you need to look for an adjective. Fine? Clear? Now, another golden tip. If the word written after the blank is a verb, you need to look for an adverb. Clear? If the word written after the blank, blank in the sense dash, and then there is a verb, then you have to look for an adverb, right? Very beautiful dress, very dash. Clear? So these are the quick rules wherein you can easily manage your reading and writing fill in the blanks, reading fill in the blanks within 2 or 2.5 minutes in the examination to solve, get them correct, and reserve your 79 in the reading, right? This is very, very important. Okay, one more technique with respect to your elimination and matching technique in reading and writing fill in the blanks, especially in the drop down, wherein you get a blank and 4 options for the drop down. So how do you do? First of all, be very clear in your mind that reading and writing fill in the blanks are triple star unit, very, very important. You need to do them really nice, and you have to give some little time extra. Like if you have some 15 questions in the examination and 32 minutes, so don't think that you will be able to finish the reading and writing fill in the blanks in 2 minutes. At least give 2.5 3 minutes. Manage your time, because you know that there are 2 or 3 more low priority and moderate priority tasks in the reading, which can help you compensate the time from there and give some important time to solve these important units. Okay, so the time management is very, very important. And for time management, you need to understand what is an active passive voice, right? You need to filter that active passive voice option. What is active voice? That is when we we will learn here, right? Example, what is the difference between like there are so many students who ask me, madam, what is the difference between counted and are counted, right? So like when the subject noun of a sentence performs the action, that is active voice. Okay, and when the subject of the sentence is written in the beginning of the sentence and the doer of the subject is performing the action, that is active voice. For example, Anindita Dhawan is taking a grammar workshop. Active voice, right? Anindita Dhawan is taking a grammar workshop. Grammar workshop has been conducted by Anindita Dhawan. This is now passive voice. Clear? When the catch here is basically when the object becomes your subject, the verb form changes and your subject becomes the object. That is the passive voice. What is the active voice? That is subject plus verb plus object. SVO. Subject, verb, object. Anindita subject, taking verb, grammar workshop object. Okay, online grammar workshop object. Now reverse it and then change the verb form and then add a by. The grammar workshop is being taken by Anindita or has been conducted by Anindita. Change the form. That is your past participle. That becomes your passive voice, right? So you need to understand that when you have to write counted or when you have to select are counted. The active and passive voice, understanding of active and passive voice will help you choose the right option. Okay, few examples here, like I have mentioned, active subject, verb, object, and passive object plus verb plus subject. Children love chocolates. Chocolates are loved by children. Okay. The shop owner counted the money. The money was counted by the shop owner. Clear? Okay. So these are again few examples of active passive voice only. Yes, prepositions, important. Very, very important prepositions. Now, there are some 150 prepositions in English grammar, and we have to understand like what are they and how they are used and what is their importance. Now, these prepositions are very important for right from dictation, guys. Don't miss that to, in, on, for, but, not but, like upon, under, right? Don't miss all these prepositions while you write the sentence in the right from dictation, because each single word carries 1 mark. Okay. Similarly, don't do any kind of mistakes with respect to the prepositions in your SST, that is your summarized spoken text. That is again very important. Okay. So a preposition is a word that links a noun or a pronoun to other words in a sentence. Without a preposition, the sentence will be meaningless. That is very, very important. If I say that the bag is kept table, the bag is kept the table, does it make any meaning? It doesn't make any meaning. The bag is kept on the table. The prepositions are those words which are very easy to identify, and without a preposition, the sentence doesn't have any meaning at all, right? So these are few examples of preposition. You need to understand the usage of prepositions also. Now let me come to some parts of page. Yeah, preposition of time, that is on, in, at. Preposition of positions, that is these words which include in, at, under, on, above, below, among, behind, into, etc. And the preposition of time is like in, on, at, by, until, during, between, since, before. They indicate the time. The prepositions of position indicate the position. Prepositions of direction and motion, they are like across, towards, on, to, along, through, etc. Fine. Now let us come to some general rules of grammar, so that you should never write anything wrong in essay, anything wrong in your summarized spoken text. And you should also check after writing your right from dictation that whether this sentence is correct as per the sentence structure or not grammatically. Fine. So now some simple rules, very easy to understand and very easy to apply. If your subject is singular, then the verb will be in the plural form, right? Subject singular, he sings well. So he is my singular subject. Sings, plural form of the verb, well. Okay. Then reverse this. When the subject is plural, then obviously the verb will be singular, right? So how it is? Like, let me give you an example. They sing well. They, plural subject, many people. Sing well. Clear? Now, if you get a blank after the articles, I have just described you about the articles A and B. So if you get a blank after the articles, then there will be a noun in the blank. Okay, remember this, that you have to pick up a noun. I have already taught you how to identify the noun. The IT words, ISM words, AGE words, right? So you need to make a list of it and clearly memorize. Yes, these are the words I have to look for, so that you don't get confused with the options. And if you have a blank between an article and a noun, then it is always an adjective. Clear? That also I have explained you just now. Hence, the workshops are basically conducted to give you clarity. I know, like there are test takers who have taken the test multiple times and they're very close to their marks, maybe 77 in reading, right? Maybe 64 in reading, those aspirants who want a 65. But somehow they are losing out. They know everything. They have by-hearted the templates, they have by-hearted the formats, they know the test pattern, and they know it all. But somehow these -1, -2 here and there are not, it is actually pulling them behind from achieving the target scores, the desired scores. So this grammar workshop I have huge trust that this grammar workshop will help you get that +1, +2 wherever you're missing out. Okay. So when you have a blank after a and an, there will be always a singular noun in the blank because a and an singular articles. Okay. Now the prepositions. Write it down, guys. Please write it down and read it twice or thrice. Try applying this in the reading and writing fill in the blanks, and then you will understand the utility of this golden tip. See, the prepositions must be followed by noun or a pronoun. The noun is called the object of the preposition. Clear? Now, a note. Verb, please do not get confused. Always remember that noun is the object of the preposition. Please do not confuse that with the verb words. The verb cannot be the object of a preposition. Clear? This is the clarity. This will help clear the confusion between the noun and the verb, right? Conjunctions, it's very, very simple. Conjunctions, these are used in your summarized written text, wherein you need to write the sentence, your summary in one single sentence. Fine. So my only request to all of you is please, please, please do not complicate your answer using the complicated conjunctions, right? Especially the paired conjunctions like not only and but also. Fine. You can use it if your writing ability is, you already are at the advanced level of your writing ability. See, you should assess your strengths and weaknesses. If you know that, yes, I'm not that great with the grammar or in grammar in that condition, don't experiment with things, right? I know this paired conjunction like not only and but also, or let me say neither, neither nor, either or, they're all paired. Fine, but they have to be used in the proper way, correct way, right? So when we are not able to select such sentences from the passage, from the summarized written text, then ultimately we may have written the summary correct, right? Summary in one single sentence, but did we cover all the aspects? Because note that summarized written text is also a contributor towards your reading module. Good 10 marks. So it is not just adding, selecting the sentences, adding it with the connectors, and then I'm done. You have to also take care, is my summary giving you the single sentence summary, giving you the complete essence of the entire text? If it is giving you the complete essence of the entire text, then fine, good. Right? Then it is the actual single sentence summary, which will give you 10 points even towards your reading. Okay. Now, these are the paired conjunction, that not only but also, either or, neither nor. Interjunctions are not that great. It is just a part of speech. Hence, I have written here. But I will take up another workshop on grammar, wherein I will come up with practice questions, and wherein you guys will be doing those questions, right? So that you have the clarity. This, you can consider it as a part 1 of grammar, wherein I have taught you the basics. Now I want you to take some time, self-practice, so that you come up with your own doubts, and then we will do some questions in the another workshop. Fine. So that it will now permanently remove all your confusions. Now, quiz time, guys. See, I have a giveaway for all of you. And I have already discussed about the entire grammar tips, tricks and strategies, which will help you jump from 65 to 79, right? And I wish you, all of you, the best. But few questions before I hand over my workshop to my counterpart. Okay. Now, if there is a blank between an article and a noun, you should look for an adverb, a verb, an adjective, a noun. I request all of you to answer in the chat box. Question number 1. If there is a blank between an article and a noun, you should look for an adverb, A, B, a verb, C, an adjective, D, a noun. Please write down question 1 and your option. I have wonderful giveaways for you. That is one full scored mock test of PTE tutorials, right? That is absolutely free of cost. And the early birds, like whoever is answering first in the chat box correctly, will be contacted, right? And will be informed. Okay. So I will be also announcing the answers at the end. Just a second. Now, please be ready for the question number 2. The words which modify words like adjective or another verb are known as what? Okay, wait. You guys, let me first declare the answer of question number 1, and also simultaneously, I will help you with the winner's name. Be online. Let me just check. Once again, guys, you can see the second question and you can try answering it. The second question is, the words which modify words like adjective and another verb are known as A, verb, B, adverb, C, adjective, or D, all of the above. Now let me come to the last question. Question number 3. I want, like, all of you should give the right answer. But yes, the one who is giving the right answer first will get that freebie. That is one full scored mock test of PTE tutorials. You all can also visit our website, that is http:// that is ptetutorials.com. ptetutorials.com. You can create your account, sign up, use the sample questions. We have a huge data bank of sample questions, and these are absolutely free of cost for your practice, self-practice. So the last question, identify the noun from the below given options. A, entertainment. B, dryness. C, relationship. D, all of the above. Hang on, guys, I will also declare the winners here. Identify the noun from the below given options. A, entertainment. B, dryness. C, relationship. D, all of the above. Ready? Ready for the winner announcement? So many answers. Very nice participation. Thank you so much. It's a warm response. Excellent. I just love this. That's good. So, guys, I request you to kindly unmute, and by the time we declare the winners, I will take up the Q&A session. Right. Please unmute, and you can ask questions one by one with respect to PTE. Anything about PTE? Yes, any questions? Yeah, please unmute and ask. Yes, I cannot hear you. Please unmute and ask.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi.
Rajkar. Hi. Who's this? I'm sorry.
Sorry, this is Harpreet Kaur.
Yeah, Harpreet, please.
I'm just having a problem with spelling mistakes. So how can I correct them?
Okay. See, thank you for asking this question. This is a very important question. And okay, the spelling mistakes, the scope of spelling mistakes. SWT, you should not do any kind of spelling mistakes because Harpreet, we are using the sentences from the text itself. So there can be a typing error. Okay. So you need to arrest that typing error. You need to give at least 2 minutes. You should finish your summarized written text within 8 minutes and check all your spellings, what you have written, because we are using the same text passage, right? But if it is an essay, this is the second scope is essay. So when it is an essay, you have to be very sure that you have learned the entire format, template, your supporting lines, your paragraph supporting lines correctly, and you practice at home. Finish it within 17 minutes. The system will give you 20 minutes and use those 3 minutes for your proofreading, right? Scope number 3, summarize spoken text, wherein we listen to the audio and then we have to write something, right? And then we have a constraint of 50 to 70 words. Now, let me say you have written 55 words. So that's good that the system will evaluate further. But yes, you're not sure with the spellings of 2 or 3 words. So number 1, try to replace the spelling with a same meaning word, a synonym. Do not, if you are aware that the spelling is wrong, then please, for God's sake, do not keep that wrong spelling there. If you think that you know the spelling, but you're getting confused with I or E or O or A, what is, like for example, temporary, it is O or A, or contemporary, O or A, write down, use the rewritable sheet, write down with the pen, check whether are you confident now you got the right spelling. If still in doubt, remove that spelling and add a synonym word. Okay. Now, let us come to listening fill in the blanks. Listening fill in the blanks, if you get the spellings wrong, that means your listening ability is great. You could hear the right word, but you missed the spelling. Then you have to improve. You have to learn the spellings in listening fill in the blanks. In write from dictation, you have a better opportunity here. Though it will reduce some marks in the sentence structure, or let me say the written discourse, but yes, one second, but yes, hold on guys. One second, there is okay, fine. So I have stopped sharing my screen so that I can view all of you and I even understand. So in write from dictation, we have a little better scope here, because here you can write additional spelling. But don't make this a habit. It is, I do not recommend this habit. But if at all your spellings are really weak, and then in write from dictation, you can take a chance of writing 2 words, 2 spellings of the same word. I hope I have answered you, Harpreet.
Ma'am, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Before I take up further questions, I would now like to declare the winners. Okay. Okay, there is one more question. Let me answer that. Bhagyashri is asking, how can I get high scores in reorder paragraph? Bhagyashri, I think you are targeting 79, hence you want to get your reorder paragraphs correct. Am I correct, Bhagyashri?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Bhagyashree, in order to get your reorder paragraphs right, you need to use the reorder paragraph rules. There are certain 7 to 8 rules which will quickly help you get some +2 or +3, right? I mean the correct pairs. In that condition, see, we have a limitation that we need to get the reorder paragraph within 2 or 2.5 minutes. But at times the paragraph sentences are long, they are more than 4 or 5. If there are 5, you need to make 4. If there are 4, you need to make 3 correct pairs. In that condition, you have to use the reorder paragraph rules. See, it will take a little time for me to explain. It will be at least an hour session. Reorder paragraph is a complete wholesale unit, right? So fine, I'm taking down your point. I will surely plan another workshop or a webinar on reorder paragraph and will intimate you. Do join us in the Telegram group so that you get the information timely. Yeah. Ajay, madam, what are the topics to focus more than 75% in PTE? The priority topics are repeat sentence, write from dictation, reading, writing fill in the blanks, read aloud, summarize spoken text, and then reading fill in the blanks, highlight incorrect words, describe image, read a lecture, that's it. Total 10 modules, 10 or 11 modules. Khalil Heather, yes, you can surely subscribe us, and you can, if you subscribe with us in our online coaching or like the personal coaching or the personal one-to-one coaching or a group coaching, you will be getting 5 full scored mock tests for free. You will get the coaching for 20 days. That's a 4-week coaching. And at the same time, you will be also getting the mock test for free. Please, what is the question? I missed that question. Once again. Which are the main grammar topics that can help to get maximum score in reading, fill in the blanks, drop down? Learn about the nouns, the adjectives, the verbs, which the workshop was today for this only. And the adjectives and their utility, the basic grammar rules, these 4. Forget about the conjunctions, interjunctions, only use these 4. This and the prepositions, yeah, the 5. These 5, clarity in these 5 parts of speech will surely give you a 79. If at all your vocabulary is between intermediate to advanced. If your vocabulary is at basic level, then yes, reading and writing fill in the blanks do have a portion of vocabulary also. Shakti, what is the minimum time one should practice each day if someone want to achieve 79 in about 1 month? Each day, 79, and if that each day is equal to 30 days, let me say 1 month, then 79 is equal to 2.5 hours. Just 2.5 hours. 2.5 productive hours. It is not like sitting and passing 2.5 hours, doing a productive job of about 11 important modules. Essays, you can do it weekly, optional. How to improve repeat sentence. Repeat sentences are really important and interesting. You need to copy their rhythm, their tone, or in simple words, try mimicking them in their same tone. You will certainly get at least short and medium are always easy to do. It is only the problem with the long sentences which have more than 10 words. When you have more than 10 words, try to at least check on the order, keep the order right and mimic them. Ria, is it possible to score 79 in 15 days? Of course, yes. Why not? Why not? In 15 days, it is possible to score 79. Number one, you need to, first of all, get your entire practice module structured, right? Do not do random practice. Do not do practice of those modules or units wherein you think you are weak. Do the practice of those modules and those units which are important as per PTE. Maybe I am very weak. I am not very good at writing essays. So I have seen most of the students writing essays only, but that is a moderate priority unit, just is having 11 marks in the examination. Pay attention to all those units which are of high priority. Ria, I hope I have answered your question. And yes, of course, improve the time. If it is 15 days, then please improve the time from 2.5 to at least 3.5 hours or 4 hours, or 1.5 hours. If you're a working professional, at least 1.5 hours in the morning. And while you come back from home, from your job, another 1.5 hours. That will certainly give you 79 and in the right direction, right track. How to improve WFD? Meet, I have just discussed like how to improve your WFD. Whenever you're practicing WFD, your write from dictation as well as highlight incorrect words, please ensure that you are practicing it in a living room. Don't lock yourself in a room, get isolated, no noise, nothing. Practice these two units with little bit of surrounding noise, because in the examination, in highlight incorrect words, there will be audios which will have inbuilt noise, but write from dictation will not have inbuilt noise. But practicing with surrounding noise will help improve your concentration levels and enhance your listening ability. Do that. Try that and see the difference. Who is this? Jagdeep. Jagdeep Dhivar, thank you so much. You have sent so much of love, and these kind words actually make my day. This keeps me going, and this kind of discussions help me understand that what I should come up in my next workshop or webinar. So, dear ma'am, your presentation is worth the Kohinoor. May I request a recording of this precious grammar jewel? Yes, I think we are streaming live on Facebook, right? And this will also be there in PTE tutorials website, right? You can check under the videos. It will be there. Thank you, Jagdeep. Thank you. It was so sweet. It will be there in the PTE Facebook, like our Facebook page. You can subscribe in our Facebook page. You can also, subscribe our YouTube channels, and everything is available there. Whatever workshops, webinars we are doing, everything is available on the YouTube. Fine. Okay. And the Facebook. Shakti, generally it takes a bit of time if we use the grammar tips that you shared in the session today. After practicing how many FRBs, I should be able to use these tips within a fraction of seconds or so. Okay, Shakti, so please manage your practice a little in a structured way. Whenever you are practicing reading, writing fill in the blanks, or reading fill in the blanks, practice in a set of 6. Reading, writing, fill in the blanks in a set of 6, because in the examination it is between 5 or 6 questions only. Put a timer of these 6 questions, 18 minutes, not more than 18 minutes, right? Set a timer, 18 minutes, practice these 6 questions, and then slowly, once you start getting 4 out of 5, or let me say 5 out of 6 per question, then reduce the timer from 18 to 16 minutes, then 15 minutes, like that. Okay, so hence we feel that pressure at home. 2.5 minutes, 1 question, 6 blanks, I have to do it. So it is not that free hand you are practicing, looking at your notebook, looking at the grammar tips, fixing it here. That will never help you. Okay, my marks are fixed 56 to 59, but I require 65. How I improve my marks, ma'am? See, Poonam, from 55 to 65, shift of 10 marks requires a lot of efforts and guidance, expert guidance. So if you want, you can join our group class, right? First join our Telegram group. If you're already there in the Telegram group, then place your request that you want to join the group classes. The group classes are really, really affordable. Find very affordable, 20 days of classes, and someone from the team will contact